Hi everybody, I am Thatnursingprof and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my 6 best study tips. So let's get into it. So my first tip is read out loud. Read your book out loud, read your notes out loud. When you study, read the materials out loud. And that's going to be beneficial for a couple of reasons. First, it's going to help you focus. Sometimes, right, when we're reading quietly and we're not reading out loud, we can skim over material, we can skip stuff. When we read out loud, we can't do that, right? You have to focus on everything that you're reading and you're less likely to skip that information. It will help with comprehension. So reading out loud, not only are you focusing on the words, you also have to interpret the meanings of those words. So it's giving your brain a little bit of a workout. It's a little bit more challenging for your brain than reading quietly. But that's a good thing because that's going to help you understand the material better. It helps commit things to your long-term memory instead of just your short-term memory. I feel like I've talked about this a few times before on this channel, but we don't study just for the test and then after the test is over, forget everything, right? That's not good because everything in nursing school builds on itself. So it's important that we understand the material the first time and then we commit it to long-term memory so we can use it again. It helps improve your listening and, of course, your reading skills. And then it aids in fluency, and this is a big one. This is very important because when you're reading out loud, you have to make that connection between just memorizing the information, understanding the information, and then being able to critically think and analyze that information, which, as we know, is the basis of nursing practice. So this is going to be a big helper to you in getting that information into your long-term memory, understanding it, comprehending it, and then making those critical thinking judgments. My second tip is to utilize charts, graphs, and tables. And this may be ones that already exist in your notes, in your book, or you take your notes and you turn them into charts, graphs, and tables. So this is very helpful for a couple of reasons. One, the information is more presentable, it's easier to read, easier to look at, and therefore easier to understand. It's great if you're doing comparison. So let's say you're doing hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. If you put them in a chart next to each other, you're going to be able to see, oh, this is different than this, right? Comparing those two things. And it's also very helpful to summarize large amounts of information. So sometimes you have a lot of reading to do and you have a large amount of information and it's like overwhelming. How am I ever going to, break this all down? If you can put it into one of these things, charts, graphs, or tables, that's going to make it easier for you to look at and easier for you to understand. My third tip is that I strongly recommend same-day studying. So this is reviewing the information the same day you've learned it. So maybe you've just gotten out of your lecture, you just got out of class, and now you have a little bit of time before you go to your next class. Go over the things you just talked about. They've done studies that have tested students who reviewed things, the same day they learned it or 24 hours after they learned it, and then students who waited, 7 days before they reviewed that material that they just learned. And the people who reviewed it sooner remembered it better and got better grades. So review early and review often. So don't just kind of put it to the side and worry about it the day before the test, right? Learn it right away. Right after class, go over it. Wait the next day, go over it again and say, okay, what do I remember from yesterday? And then do it often. And this is going to help store this information into your long-term memory, which again is our big goal. We want to have everything in our long-term memory because then it's just not about memorization. You're going to better understand the material and you're going to understand how the material builds on new material that you'll learn later. My fourth tip is don't just memorize. Don't focus on memorizing the material. You want to focus on understanding the material. So understanding it is the key to success in nursing school. Like I said earlier, don't do the brain dump where you just study for the test and then forget it the next day. If you understand it, then you're going to understand things in the future. And it's also really important when it comes to the type of questions we ask in nursing school. So we do NCLEX style questioning. For the most part, NCLEX style questioning isn't really about memorization of facts. They're not knowledge-based questions. They are application, analysis, comprehension, critical thinking, those sorts of questions. So memorizing is not going to be very helpful to you in nursing school. You have to understand the whole process. Tip number 5 is to utilize your learning objectives. They exist for a reason. I know you watch your PowerPoints and you say, okay, there's the title slide, the learning objectives, then now the information I care about. But we don't want to skip over the learning objectives because they're there because that is what your instructor wants you to understand from this presentation. So using those when you take your notes. Base your notes on your learning objectives. So at the end of the day when you're reviewing your notes, look back at that slide with the learning objectives and go, am I able to answer all these questions? Or are there things on here I still don't understand? And if you don't, look it up, learn it, read it, base your notes on those learning objectives. And then also, it's another little helpful thing to do is to make a study guide using those. So let's say you have a test coming up and it's on 10 different chapters and you're like, I don't even know where to start studying. I'm so overwhelmed. This is so many chapters. Go back and look at the learning objectives of each chapter, write them down, make a little list, and use that as your study guide for that exam. My final tip is to set small goals. And it's important that you make sure these are realistic, achievable goals. So reading a chapter might not be a small goal. Maybe reading 10 pages of the chapter. Studying for 8 hours? How about studying for 1 hour? Things like that. And why is that beneficial? Because when you set these goals and you meet these goals, you're able to see progress. And when you see that progress, that's going to give you motivation to continue on. It's going to help build your self-confidence, and it's going to help you with your time management. And as you know, once you graduate and you're working as a nurse, time management is huge. So getting into those good habits now in school is going to be beneficial to you later in your career. And then the last thing I wanted to mention about this is if you have these little goals, you are less likely to procrastinate. Because it can be a lot, like, oh God, I have to do all this studying, I have to do all this reading, and it's overwhelming. I'll put it off. But if you make these smaller goals, and you go to achieve them, and you do them every day, then you're more likely to kind of beat those bigger goals, and you're less likely to put stuff off. So that was my video on my 6 best study tips. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And if not, I'll see you on the next one.